go ahead and share the video on your individual pages, especially for those of you that support Joseph Numa Boakai. When you don't see me on, I'm collecting data. I'm collecting information. You know, a lot of times when I send you information and you double check it, it's factual. Today, I have a lot for you on my plate. I have reports from Beer Mountain. I have the Ministry of Information and Princess Tokulum. I have Usman Bamba that is on the list, and what I know when I serve as Deputy Minister. I also have the President. We are being in distress, and since the early hours of this morning, he's been trying to keep in touch with his friend Ali Omar Bongo of Gabon. And we also have some serious national security news to give you. Serious national security news to give you. Count on me. You know, I remember when I told you guys about the 200 men that went for training, and one died in training, one misbehaved and was dropped. So 198, what they call them? Oh Lord, what the name they give them now, and inserted it into the EPS. Unit 54, okay, anti-assault team, the AAT, where is my pen? I'll be telling you about the anti-assault team, the 192 men, 98 men anti-assault team. I forgot that one. They were afraid to make it ATU, so they made it the anti-assault team. Unit 54 controls it, so you will see on their black cap, Unit 54, that is the unit that is controlled by Siwa Briggs, and they were incorporated, and they are well armed to the teeth. We'll go into that detail. We'll talk about the military and the we'll talk about the armed forces of Liberia without fear under this national security situation. So I'm encouraging you, Colonel Deco, how you doing, to share the video. I'm one of the very few persons that will come on. Cuss me if you like. But if you don't have anything to say, you're not forced to talk. That's just about me. If you don't have anything to say, you're not forced to talk. Okay? So you just shut your mouth, sit down. When I tell you something about Chokon Roberts, you think I'm joking? Last week, his people go beg for him. Then I drove him out of the yard at Market Door. And you would think the president, I will go into that details. Okay? So, we have this lineup, and I'm not going to just play around with it. I'm going to run through it. So if you really want your friends to know what's going on in the country, it's up to you. You know, you can share the video. If you are from the Joseph Walker camp, I encourage you to share the video. All of us are working. Yeah, you know, Tevez now say, oh, you're collecting cash app now? Yeah, what can we do? After you close the station for 1 month, all our radio stations are down. And I don't know how to call them, tri-telecommunication or three communications. The one that provides the internet for us to work with. You guys are threatening them, you know, and now they want us to pay. They say, oh, we didn't run the ad for 1 month. We should go ahead and we should pay. So now we have to pay for the internet. It's very costly. So I have to reach out to people. If we're going to run this campaign, don't come and tell Eugene, say, my man, I wanted to send you. Like one guy called me, my man, to be frank with you, I can be ashamed to send $20. Why are you ashamed? Why are you ashamed to send $20 to Cash App? That's the last thing you should be ashamed of, because if 3 of you send $20, that's $60. So why are you ashamed? You shouldn't be. We're running a campaign, okay? They shut our station down. We love the program. We can't get information. And we want to put information out to our people. Imagine you say $30 million from Beer Mountain. What for? I'm going to give you the details. You say, oh, Princess Tokulon divided 600 LD with all the women in the Ministry of Information. You say you want to know the detail. Okay, fine. You want to know the guy whose name is on the list? Usman Bamba. Usman, man. You know, Usman is an Ivorian. I never anticipated the president. We are, of all people, who put Usman Bamba. Usman Bamba. God get patient, oh. God get patient. I will explain to you all the details of how Usman Bamba name came about. Why is it even on our list? What happened with Usman Bamba before? And it will shock you, but again, those who know me know that I worked in the administration, so I'm not somebody that will tell you something you even come challenge me. So I'm sure if the Americans gave Usman Bamba visa, then I gave up on America. Nobody can, that's my opinion. I would give up on America. I would give up on America so bad. Then it means that this nation is not ready for what we are walking into in the new world and the new world order. Then she's not ready. Not Usman Bamba. And that's why I will explain. So Usman Bamba himself, when asked by the Americans, can explain. And let's see who's telling the truth and whose story is, good. We'll talk about national security. From the EPS director not being allowed in the compound or anywhere around the president to a blunder by the EPS. And this is coming out as a result of the EPS officer who stepped on the guy's head. And because of that incident, it has brought a very serious rift within the EPS. Because the guy is closely related to a top-level EPS officer. And so all the EPS team are coming out at the very close. Fina is the one controlling the EPS. Wallow is that there, taking directions. But let me start the show, and then we move on. We'll tell you all the things they've been doing recently. I will not go into detail of some of the stuff because it has serious security implications, but it also will threaten the life of the persons who's giving this information. They could kill that person. So if you look on the bottom of your screen or wherever, you will see the Cash App. Once again, it's not because of me. It's what we have to do to bring back the program Reliable Info 360. A group called, I think, Tri Communications or Tri Communications was providing internet, and they told us yesterday that the 1 month the station was off. We didn't run any ad. We didn't do anything. So in order for them to do that, they will have to collect monies from us on a daily basis to pay for our internet in order for our show to air every day from 3 o'clock in Monrovia to 5 o'clock in Monrovia. I believe somebody is saying no sound. If you're not getting sound, then please check your device. Go to the speaker button down there. Hit the speaker button. Okay, and then increase your volume. So again, that is where we are. You will see at the bottom of your screen the dollar sign. And I have capital E, capital L, capital F. Then small letter AHNGON, which means it's just a dollar sign. The first letter of my name, Eugene, is capital. The first letter of my name, Lami, middle name, is capital. The last letter of my name, Fahngon, is capital. And then you spell the Fahngon out. So today's program, we will begin with why President Weah called back the legislature and why the boy head got stamped to the floor so hard. Remember, we have three separate branches of government: the judiciary, the legislature, and that of the executive branch of government. You cannot be in the executive branch of government and interfere in the activities of the legislative branch of government. The EPS officer left from the executive mansion, which is the executive ground controlled by the executive, and went onto the premises of the legislature to stomp on the head of a citizen. That's interference of one branch into another branch. That incident had nothing to do with the executive mansion or the life of the president or whatsoever. So, why did President Weah call the senators back? 3 reasons, major ones. Because corruption is so bad, and that the LACC will be the group to decide whether we prosecute a war on corruption or not. President Weah has been told to put safeguards into place for his possible indictment and prosecution. Hear me and hear me well. There are 3 reasons, among all the other reasons, why President Weah called the legislature back to session. The first and most important reason is that in order for the war on corruption to be fought vigorously, President Weah was advised to put into place safeguards that after he leaves, the LACC that is clothed with authority to prosecute him will be his people. He started off first by making sure that even though the other people had tenure, he changed the law, removed them, and appointed a new batch. The Supreme Court ruled that the government must honor its contract and that the individuals who were serving tenure be tenure, or that the government honor the contract of hiring them for 7 years by paying them off the remaining money. So, with that said, he changed the law, he appointed a new batch, and they were supposed to now confirm them today. But they were yobo. Why is President Weah wanting them to be confirmed so bad? It's because his girlfriend is there. His in-law is there. He wants to make sure that when they're confirmed, to prosecute him will be difficult. Many of you remember they were rejected. The second time they rejected them for not even filing their own, what do you call it? Oh, the thing that's disappearing from my head now. Asset declaration. You want to chase people for asset declaration, but you can't declare your own. They send it back. He sent for them to make sure that that whole group is clear. So that to investigate is the first word. Indict is the second word. And prosecute him will not be possible. So, why did he call them back this time? You and I know with less than 42 days to go, all these senators are on the campaign trail. President Weah has come to the terms that he is most likely, I say most likely, speaking English, because he don't want to accept that he will be defeated. But given what he knows, he said ever since, I need to put it in place. That was the first reason why he called them back. Right now, as it stands, Nyentin from Bapolu is dead. May his soul rest in peace. So there are only 29 senators. Prince Johnson and Jeremiah Kun are in Nimba. James Barney and other people that were out there had to rush. But still, all of them did not come. Look in the Senate today, majority of them were out there. So, today, 20 senators appear. And they send that LACC thing back to committee room. But here is what it is. Whatever they do, it is most likely that it will pass. And I will tell you the reason why when I go now to the second reason. The second reason is Bear Mountain. Bear Mountain takes approximately $15 million out of Liberia every week. I said approximately because the minimum is 12 million. But they take approximately $15 million out of Liberia every week. Since they've been operating, they have done nothing for the people of Cape Town. So, they ask that their thing be extended. They got, I think, 2 years or so, 3 to go. They asked President Weah that they want 25 more years. President Weah, you can't live that long. You won't think our goal. Hey, yeah. I will continue to say, I regret because President Weah showed us, the Liberian people, a clean side, but not knew he was one of the dumbest criminals I've ever known in my life. When it comes to my country, things can hurt me. Because some people I expect to have common sense can let me down. You taking 15 million a week. You've been taking that before I became president. Then you look at me, you offer me 30 million, I'm sorry. 30 million. And this information I'm giving you is circulating now in the sub-region among regional leaders. I got this call this morning from 2 different offices, presidential offices in the country called Nigeria. Don't look at me and overlook me. It's up to you. But I'm not a small potato. I just don't blow my trumpet. 30 million, according to ECOWAS intelligence, is what they offer President Weah to extend the Bear Mountain thing. And because he knows majority of the opposition senators are out there campaigning because the Unity Party and her collaborators are using the octopus model. What do we mean by the octopus model? Meaning, Nyomli, Madelo, Paso, Magibi, part of Monserrato, Delon Monserrato, Steve Zago, them, all the people, them, Jimale, them, all of them, they are in Lofa. The other people are in Bomi. Both Aramadoleo, Talo, they all support Joseph Waka. You go Ketmao, Valley Shimon, and all of them. You go Nimba, Senator Prince Johnson, they are out. So he took advantage of it and called them because he believed they will have some sort of quorum. But again, there will be people there to challenge it. Monies are flying around. He was offered 30 million. Why you think everybody ran back? Why must Albert Chair do this? Because Albert Chair is the president for mines and energy. Joshua is the president of Liberia, but he has no control over mines and energy. I am beginning to worry because the force we are coming with, individuals will pay the price for the crimes they are committing against the Liberian people. How can you be taking 15 million a week? Then you look at me, in order for you to serve for 30 years, and say we'll give you 30 million. What kind of, how dumb and stupid can you be? Hey man, 30 years, 30 million for 15 million a week? Your common sense, even if you rock, can't be that stupid, man. You can't be that stupid. And look, the Lord said these people cannot be held for what they say or do on the Senate floor. Those of you who have members of the legislature as your family, tell them, say, Eugene Fahngon say, here is the Constitution. It says you cannot be held responsible for what you say or do in that Senate chamber. It does not say if you engage in criminal act, you cannot be held responsible. And if you are caught in that web of receiving that money, bro, you will pass it for 30 years, but you will spend the same amount of years behind the bar. And that's why we are behind JMB. We are behind JMB because 42 years, he got no corruption record. Then you hear say people steal. Then you say he will let them go. That's why the old man said to his children, look at my age. If I steal money now, where I carry it? Where would I carry the money I steal? If I steal money now, why would you say for? If I steal money now, if I do anything, what benefit? He always say it. How long do I have to live to destroy this country for greed? How long? It is that question that has forced all of us to come to our senses. I'm now a young man to look for girlfriends and all around the place. I've been married for 51 years. There's no point in me trying to build houses for people. Okay? There's no reason. So, those that are involved, we want to send a warning. That was the second reason. The third reason, he ain't even able to tell the people the third reason. And that's the third reason I'm coming to. Tinubu, excuse me, it's important that I make this one call to this individual. If you don't mind, just stay there. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Well, the doors are open, right? Okay. All right. Okay, so, my people, you are Liberians. How many soldiers do we have in our country that we must contribute troops to Niger? We must join Nigeria to invade Niger to turn over constitutional democracy to the people of Niger. When the very people we are watching are rejoicing all around the place, that's number one. Number two, how many men we have? That we must get over 200 soldiers to verify that I called 14 military. No oxygen there. Military injuries are not small injuries. Go on now, you've been requesting to give the AFL pre-deployment assistance money for pre-deployment exercises. Ego, Where we get money from? That number one. Number two, Nigeria. That y'all will take care of our soldiers, that y'all will pay them. Will it be worth their lives? Okay, the over 200 men that you want to send to Niger, what's their mission? Guinea have said that they will back the government there. Burkina Faso said the same. Mali has said the same. Our small country, if Guinea decides to, if our company goes there, and maybe because our boys are good, we take out some Guineans, some Burkina, and this Burkina cross into Grand there. Guinea cross by way of Sierra Leone and Guinea, and as well, and Sierra Leone, Lofa, and Nima. What you want to do to us? Which one be our concern over there? What happened to all the other people who condemn me? But you want us. Look at the other man say ECOWAS, not Nigeria. You think I can be called ECOWAS near? Guinea, that Chinese company, country? Burkina Faso, that Chinese country? Mali, that Chinese country? Our mayor so dull in our CDC. That's why people like us could not fit in the CDC. We were too sharp for some of y'all. ECOWAS is divided. Then because Tinubu say, I will get you small money, you want us to go jump? Are you considering our national security interest? Whoa! You didn't hear me, you posted a dumb comment. Are you considering our national security interest? If the Burkina Faso walk into Grand Gide, what will happen? If the Guineans come by way of Kolahun, Lofa, we get border with Guinea there. Nima, they cross. You already know you not get rapport with Nima. Are you considering our interest? They don't need Liberian soldiers to fire on them 3 shots. Like that 3 shots, you will move Jowea, you don't get sense. Because there are only 2 companies there from the various countries, Guinea and Burkina Faso, to cross the border. You are unpopular, you will be removed. Use your head. Use your head. Thank you for that statement, Bogmanson. You went into a French war, Mali, Guinea, Burkina Faso, and I'm hearing Chad. All of them going to speak French. You don't hear I was hearing them speaking French before? Have you heard that? So you call the legislature back for social criminal activities. Having said that, let me move to the next stuff. Put my fan on real quick. Now, yesterday at the Ministry of Information, Madam Princess Tokulon, the Deputy Minister for Culture and Tourism, a very good friend of mine, and the wife of a very good friend of mine also. We work together, we've always loved each other. But when I verified that she gave $600 Liberian dollars, $600 Liberian dollars to the women, each of the women in the building, and said they should forget everything that happened for the 6 years, and that they should vote Josh Weah. $600 Liberian dollars is $3.50. You cut somebody money, $100 every month. You took it away from them, which is $1,200 every year. You took it from them for 5.5 years. 5.5. Which means 1,002, 1,002, 1,002, 1,002, 1,002. 5 years. Which means you took away $6,000 from them. I'm not counting year 6. You took 6,000. Someone will get very and say, but why you can't get out of half there? Okay, you took $6,600 from them. For 5.5 years. You do the math. And I know you, princess, you want to try. How can you take 6,600 US from me for 6 years and come to beg me? And then you gave me $3.50 and say, I beg you, just vote for us. You know, it will be okay. And then you said to all the men in the building, this Friday will be their time. Meaning you will give each male worker in the Ministry of Information 600 LD. Do you think it's worth it? This is the same problem we are having now with President Weah. For almost 6 years, these people have had almost billions of dollars. Then they look at you and give you 30 million. Like you know money. You can't even call your people and say, how many people can take every week? What's the minimum they take out of Liberia every month? What if they tell you, Mr. President, that every month, these people can take $60 million out of Liberia every month? Will you still take the 30 million? What kind of problem we see so? It's the mentality that led my sister, Princess Toklon, to say, hey, I know the women are feeling bad. Let me go get them something. But princess, it's not worth it. You cannot steal 6,600 from someone and go beg them with $3.50. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. But again, the people in the ministry say, Minister, how they can call me? Minister, where you there? What we do? It can't even for good super, but where you there? We manage. But October 10, princess will know us. Then I say, boy, your princess just trying. No, that princess, when we say princess, it means they will know us. Let's go back. It brings me now for the Ministry of Information, which I will connect with the national security thing, to Usman Bamba. Who is Usman Bamba? God get patient. Oh, God get patient. When y'all go to bed at night, I pray that some of you will pray for Ambassador Joseph Newman Burger to become president. Because what I'm about to tell you, when the list is long, but I focus on the name Usman Bamba. Again, I am focused on the name Usman Bamba. You say, but Fahngon, why Usman Bamba? Well, I know Usman Bamba. And Usman Bamba knows me. I repeat, I know Usman Bamba. And Usman Bamba knows me. So I'm going to the list. Come on now. Yeah, man, open up. Usman Bamba is going along with the president as advisor to the president. And he bears the title Honorable Usman Bamba. Usman Bamba carries 3 to 4 diplomatic passports, political attaché, economic advisor, Why they want the guy here today now, on his name, advisor to the president. Usman Bamba has 4 Liberian diplomatic passports. You say, Fahngon, how you know? I work with the administration. I know Usman like that. At the time, I was Deputy Minister for Press and Public Affairs. Usman Bamba had 3 of our passports. And Ivorian. This is why sometimes when you see people angry, they're angry. The question is asked as to why is it that Usman Bamba is supposed to be a business partner to President Weah. That President Weah friend, Usman. But I don't understand. And they say, oh, the man that, what they call it, honorary counsel. Then I will ask the question again, but honorary counsel, how does he get the name political attaché to the president? How did he become economic advisor? How? I'm legit. I'm asking the question because it makes no sense. So when I look on the list, I saw Usman Bamba. I wanted to be a fast reader because there is a guy we call Usman at the executive mansion that takes pictures. So I said, so I saw the name Usman, I just passed. Somebody said, did you look at that list good? I'm like, what do you mean? He said, if I go Usman Bamba on that list. I said, no. How you put Usman Bamba to travel with the president to the United Nations and say, go check? I came and looked on the list. I saw the name O-U-S-M-A-N-E B-A-M-B-A Bamba, advisor to the president. Usman Bamba that I know. Usman Bamba that I know is wetty. Just stop, man. Just stop. I was wasting my time. Went to look there, you had a list right here. His name is there. His name is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He's number 13 on the list. Usman Bamba. The point way up, number 13. Who is Usman Bamba? An Ivorian that President Weah wanted us to respect as an official of government. Of course, me, you know me. That one, you know, is not happening. So Bamba was forced to become my friend. When Bamba see me, he said, General, I said, thank you. How you doing? We were good friends. Not because I made twin podcasts. Not until I woke up one morning and my phone just goes, I'm like, Fahngon, you heard it? I'm like, heard what? Usman Bamba was carrying some Liberians to Ivory Coast for the Gbagbo something and Alassane Ouattara issue. And those people have been killed. I said, you joking? You are joking. You are joking. They said, no. They said, no, Fahngon, we're not joking. I said, what were Liberians? I'm trying to see if I can locate some of the pictures in my old phone. But I will find it. You can count on me. Why would Liberians follow Usman Bamba to Ivory Coast? To do what? And then the story came about that Usman was carrying them to participate the riot that was going on to take out Gbagbo or whoever and blah, blah, blah. I don't remember what the exact story was. But the real one that I can confirm, and Bamba will tell you, and if some of you have the stories or the videos or the footages, please supply it to me. Because I may not be able to find it, but I guarantee you, I'm looking for it right now. Me, I know I will find it. I don't care what happened. I will find it before tonight. The photographs started coming in. They arrested Usman Bamba right in after you cross into Ivory Coast. They collected the 15 Liberians. They put them back in the car, close the car up, seal everything up, and pour gasoline on the car. Why was Usman Bamba along with one or two other Ivorians not killed? They promised money. And the area was an area that Bamba was all too familiar with, and the people there were very sympathetic to Bamba. So they burned almost 15 Liberians alive in the vehicle. Listen and listen well. Those pictures, and this is a reality, I'm telling you, they burned them alive. You can see the red vehicle. In fact, maybe I think I should Google Usman Bamba, attack on Usman Bamba or something. You will see the car. Your wait. Your wait. I just have to find it. Yeah, if you just Google Usman Bamba, you will see all Liberian guns and fighters in Ivory Coast. Y'all go there now. Hey, wait, let me show you Liberians. That's why people trust me. Y'all, that's why a lot of people love me. You see front page Africa? Liberian guns and fighters in Ivory Coast. Monday morning, Abidjan, the focus is on social media turned to an incident implicating Usman Bamba. You see Usman Bamba there? Yeah, Bamba here. Yeah, Bamba here. He. Yeah, here Bamba. You will see everything we hear Bamba. Okay? When you talk about Fahngon, I was the minister. So I'm going to tell you what I heard. I was not there. The other one, where is President? We are special aid. Usman Bamba. The attack, which occurred 5 p.m. local time, has sent shockwaves across the Ivory Coast, with many terming the attack as work of terrorists. Let me continue my show. I don't want to waste all my time. I said, so I asked, well, how is it the Liberians will die? Where is Bamba? The Liberians, look at the other person. I showed them evidence where they say you ready to lie again. They think they're all here. Then they say you ready to lie. These guys. That's why I could not make it in the CDC. You can't survive there. It's like a bunch of crazy people. Now, at that time, pro-Ouattara forces were attempting to seize Babo. Bamba came up and said, oh, my brain fatted. And you know the poor friend. The second group of people to die was the first group that Bamba took into Ivory Coast. They went by way of Granji there. Ofori Duaren, all of them know the story. Ofori Duaren, all of them know the story. Because when we woke up that morning, Ofori Dua, not different person. Also, when I said minister, some of my people didn't lead there. I said, oh, for you? He said, yeah. Some of my people lead there. I said, but they talk about the people that burned in the car. At that time, the government of Liberia was denying sending any group of troops to Ivory Coast. So, Ofori Dua, show me some of the pictures from Ivory Coast, from the Liberian boys who were shot and killed. Because the yard they were in, the guns were there. When the people attacked, they said, but you know what I mean? We just got to fight. So they fought, but at the end of the day, they were overpowered by the Ivorian security, and they were all killed. They passed by way of Granji there. This is the Usman Bamba. President, we are you put on our list to bring to America as advisor to you. That mean you put on our list as advisor to you? You go Google it in Usman Bamba. Y'all go there. Y'all who won't argue. Usman Bamba. Yeah, showing all your picture. The Ivorian. What time you will see Ivorian or Guinean, Burkinabe carrying a Liberian to the United Nations as advisor? Amen. Amen. You help us to rescue the country. You help us. We are begging. Now, I want the Americans to take note. You fight against terrorism, you are importing terrorism to your country if you give Usman Bamba visa. And the best terrorists you will be bringing into the United States. He hires mercenaries. The proof is right there. And me, if I see Usman Bamba in America, I give up on America. I finish. Usman Bamba. Now, another national security issue. The EPS. I'm calling her name. Before same gate turned over. The Americans know same gate very well. Before he turned over the EPS to this new administration, he turned over 540 well-trained and disciplined men. Today, the EPS is more than a battalion size. People that were meant to take care of executive mansion and the life of the president. They're more than 2,000 men and women. How that other math work, we don't know. People who are making $1,000 in the EPS today makes about $300 or $400. Outstation, in station. You got Biggie, Gaddafi, Briggs. They run the EPS. Wallow, they're there to be there. I don't want to say they're there to be there. And guess what? On the list, they come here. See what Briggs, who trained the 200 men at Camp Sandy where? Madison talk about, you know about this. You don't sit down and don't tell the American people. The 200 men that were trained at Camp Sandy were incorporated into the EPS. They had a new group now they call Unit 54. They call them anti-assault team. They were in that black trousers with that blue t-shirt with that black hat. Well armed to the teeth. What kind of trouble is this? And they are under the command of SeaWorld. Direct supervision and command of SeaWorld. Ergo, at the end of it all, that a group that's supposed to send it about 200, y'all send it to Niger. And I see CDC people. You take all your CDC people and send it to Niger. So that you can be satisfied when they come back. You'll be very, very satisfied. But I'm calling on Prince C. Johnson. Be a smart man. I know you to be a soldier. Don't can let so many village men fool you. A francophone thing happening, and you're going to go send 200 Liberian soldiers there. You don't have the capacity. You don't have the medical facility. You don't have the money. Your whole consolidated account is empty. Don't send the people children to die for nothing. Please. It's an appeal. If you don't listen, maybe in the future you will listen. Another thing I want to bring to your attention, President Weah this morning was angry, confused, disturbed, and in distress. Why? Because his best buddy, his musical partner, his dancing partner, Ali Omar Bongo, the son of President Omar Bongo, is currently under house arrest. Many of you have seen the video. Ali Bongo and his son, both, they don't even know where his wife is. What does George Weah advise to his best friend? Go on social media, tell the people to make noise. If you're happy with the song, make some noise. That's a DJ thing. You hold president. You say you're calling on your friends to make some noise. You ain't see it? That they too much party in the nightclub thing in the heat. The only thing they may say, I'm calling on all my friends around the world to make some noise. That DJ club statement. So let president wear yo. That what president wear go do? You change the constitution after your second term to allow you to run for a third term. On the day of election, you cut down the country's whole internet. The whole country internet. How you expect people to communicate with people? After they announce the result, then you turn it back on. You say because of national security. And you impose a curfew. President, we are. People learn from experience. Your EPS people that you beef up, plus the military combined, you must understand that you're dealing with a country called Liberia. The last time I checked, Lofa Defense Force came from Lofa. The NPFL came from Bon. Or the headquarters was in Bon. The IMPFL headquarters was both Nimba and Kawe. LPC owner George Boley came from Grand Jida Sano area, the southeast. Bo, if you're smart, think smart. That's why most of the dull people did not want us around you. Because yeah, your best friend ever has served in your government. Your best friend ever was Gabonese President Ali. Next to him, Macky Sall. Then you get Guinea-Bissau President. There are your three bodies there. Macky Sall, Ali Bongo, and Sasso or Soso, whatever they call him. Use your head. Because the people who say they support the government in Niger, Guinea, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Chad. You are not popular. Me, I will give you free advice. You are not popular. So when you sit in there, an election come and you cheat. Nima has border with Guinea. Remember that. The people you cheating are holding my ear so you can hold your ear and listen. I know Claire Marie watches my program religiously. So they will hold your ear again tonight. You will feel pain. Joseph Baga is from Lofa. The last time I checked, they had something called Lofa Defense Force. They got common border with Guinea. Nima got common border with Guinea. The last time I checked, Jeremiah Kun is the running mate to Joseph Boakai. And he's from Nima, that too. The last time I checked, James Banninan, that supported Taylor and the NPFL. And you will not win Bon County. That group was from Bon. The last time I checked, the other group they call Liberia Peace Council, LPC, came from the southeast. That George Bully then. My friend, you either use your hair or your bunga will suffer. I can tell you that straight. You either use your hair or your bunga will suffer. Because I am pleased to announce that Grand Chide is no longer in your column. But I will come to that. Let me get it last sweet news and come to the story of Grand Chide and why I will convince everybody here today that Grand Chide has now fallen to JMB. But let me get it last news. Duncan Clara Marie brother Michael Donkey. We got mutual friends. They both smart. They both told men last night, say, a man who lost the election are giving it. This is true story I'm telling you also. You know, my information is very authentic. You want to just take it because I'm lying to you. The men say going. You use all our military equipment to do a demo and go there. He told our men last night, he said, I can't be greedy. I'm not going to be greedy. This man will not win. I feel telling my sister, so me, I giving it. The man packing his paper. There. Michael Donkey. On his way out, he gone. He rich. Not coming to die for nothing. He not stupid. He told a mutual friend that. And here is why Michael Donkey said he not stupid. He called my name. He mentioned me specifically. He said, Fahngon, and you're the electoral board. Because of that last night, you're not see the board behind me. I come and put everything by inside and put the numbers there for you. He said, what Fahngon said about the senator's playbook, I thought it was a joke. But given what happened in Bomi, Ketman, and Bapolu, and look at the way Snow behave, he said, it's over. I'm not wasting my time. I'm going. It is over. So I said, a good now that somebody can listen. I told them about the senator's playbook, they took it for joke. So let me say this to you guys listening to me. You see me, sir? When I got to talk, I will close my mouth. That's the reason why I will close my mouth. Probably I need to go get a book because I don't want no yaba. Y'all give me 1 minute here. The small notes I took, y'all just give me 1 minute. Let me go bring it for you. I know it's right here. So it'll be right here. That's supposed to go anywhere. Yes. I said I took small notes. Because I was talking to the people of Granjida, their leaders. And I said, they think it's serious. I called him. So I said, why don't we do a conference call? By the way, you know, the other night Julius Chair was on, and he gave Mo Ali hard time. That, oh, Mo, the man did not me, but then when I was calling, he didn't want to answer my call. Because I wanted to send him the videos of JMB visit to the States, how JMB met Senator John Hoffman, State Senator from Minnesota. I interviewed the man. I got video of the interview. I recorded the people meeting. I recorded the people presenting the plaque to Joseph Nima Bwaka. And listening to Julius J. running propaganda on the radio. I say, hey, hey, God. When Lepana in town, better go there and be having party. Mayor Hollis Winston, Minnesota. Jay Strobel is the city manager for Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center, one of them. And I met Dr. Angel R. Smith. And so, yeah, he had a three son here, advisor to the president, political advisor, special attaché was the word I was looking for Bamba. So, now, I said, can we have something like a late chat to chat with some of these people? They say, yeah, call them. I used to think, I said, oh, President Weah and Joseph Bwaka will football. Joseph Bwaka will win. President Weah in certain areas of Granjida. But overall, President Weah will still have a little bit of edge. Take Papa and laugh at me and they say, son, if you think we will take the stupid people title in Liberia, go buy your book where you learn is useless. I said, Then he said to me, he said, Eugene, we followed President Weah from 2005 to 2011. How many years? I said 6. 2011 to 2017, how many years? Another says, how many years? 12. 12. And the other says, what on Jawea? How many years? I said that 18. He said, okay. For 18 years, we've been behind Jawea. Jawea go to Lofa, he pay radio station, he pay City Hall, he pay Cairo, he do everything in Lofa. He take us to be stupid people. Your book, what you learn is useless unless you can show me one thing. One thing that present we are there for, we the crown people, that all we want. He said we're waiting for him to come tell us that the hospital, the German people pay for us. We dare him to come here and pray more on it. He will know what we the crown people can do to human being. That is a serious message. So for 18 years, people follow behind you. I'm happy that Nimle Wia is watching. Because sometimes some of the team he used to talk. 18 years, man, money. Ever, yeah. Ego. 18 years. One group of people behind you. Now, Peter Solo, the former superintendent for Grand Jide County, he's the campaign manager for JMB. His small brother, that George Solo, I need to tell you, you already know. They banned in that place. Chris Bailey is the former superintendent for Grand Jide. I hope Grand Jide, Chris Bailey, Peter Solo, George Solo. Now, how many three? George Bole, running for representative again, supporting JMB. How many four? Representative Grant, supporting JMB. How many? The men are big so parenting other than step on him. But he Kennedy, he say Godfather. How many says? Let's move from there. They said, do ask our children. Say, the way the men are treated me, I leave it to you. Samuel K. Doe Jr. is in London, supports. Sidu Doe, all of them, the whole Doe family. I say, hey? Why? Chowia, even, let us. Nese Doe got to carry you to ECOWAS court. Hey, Jowia. I thought Samuel Doe say you his son. Which means Nese Doe that your man. All the tian giving all kind of message them too. You couldn't look at Nese Doe. Oma, you my man, my pa died, and you know he left me. Today, say I'm fortunate to be president. Fina. Every month, God send. Let Oma get her late 3G5. I beg you for the upkeep of the family. How real men can do. You have suffered that woman until that woman went to court. The court rule. You still say, and she says she's stupid. Amen. Even you won't give her money. Even you won't give her money. Help her now. Then now you won't come out of there and go tell and say, oh, now Prince Johnson tell Jeremiah Kun, and Jeremiah Kun won the ballot. So y'all be careful. Y'all know the story with you and Manapo. You who take Charles Taylor West. You who took Charles Taylor West and made her VP. The Crown People argument is, he brought Charles Taylor West. What would do? Let him get a chance, man. Wow. Even the city mayor, the former city mayor of Grand Jide, that woman, they are coming Grand Jide in a way that when Jawea go there, that will be the next place they will boo him. Last but not the least, the person Ellen Johnson Sirleaf appointed our son. to the port. So we are talking Samuel Doe, children from the port. Even though he educated, highly qualified, talking from the port to put a friend there. I said, who a friend? Say, he put a friend there, a girlfriend, that is the manager now. Then when he took her from there, he never get a boy a job back. He gave it to a friend, Sam Doe. Attire. Attire. Where you will go? Where you will go? All the posted they want JMB. Now, I want to leave you with this, those of you who doubt. Those of you who doubt that these elections are over. I will turn this thing around for you to see. I have a small chart here. So we have a boo. This is region 1. These are the numbers on next page. So you must say that coming to argue. This is number 1, Bomi, 2, Bapolu, 3, Cape Man, right? These are the numbers. Bomi, 63,111. Bapolu, 50,609. Grand Cape Man, 86,512. For a total of 200,232 valid votes neck holding to bring forward. All of this 200,000 votes. As a political analyst, based on what happened in Bomi, Bapolu, and Cape Man, I will take out 25,000 to be nice and give it to Jowia. The other 175, I will take out another 25,000 and divide it just to be generous. JMB will eat 150,000 in the 200,000 vote. Are there any chicken to come challenge me only one? That's not your error. That's not what you go to school for. Go sit down in Songana Kono. He will eat 150,000 in that number. Period. No argument. Don't even come in front of me. The other 50,000, I'm not too sure, sir. I can give it to any chicken. But I will give it. So we're done. We're going to save 150,000 votes. We're going to come down to region 2. Region 2. Bon County, as you can see right there. Bon County has 234,765 valid votes now that NEC got in her bank. Lofa County got 177,055 votes. Nimba got 307,126 for a total of 718,000 votes, 946. Now, when you put Bong, Lofa, and Nimba together, and it gave you 718,000 votes, my people, let's take out to be nice to George Weah. You know JMB from Lofa. You know Jeremiah Kum from Nimba. Come on now. Lofa and Nimba alone is what? Almost 500,000 votes. Bon County is also JMB stronghold. So, how much should we take from Isaiah and get to George Weah from region 2? I will be nice to George Weah. I don't care what anybody say. I'm taking off at least another 150. Because I don't even want getting 100, he will not get it. But I'll get 150 again. Which will leave us. No, I beg you, be big. The people want to see it. Thank you. Which will leave us with the 568,000 votes. And out of that 568,000 votes, I'm going to give JMP the 500 straight. That's 68. Let's just get the other point and let them play around with it. Okay? Now, we go to region 3. Region 3, Grand Bassa, Magibi, and Monserrato, accounting for 1,244,906. If I want to be nice to Jowia, plenty happening in the world. Even when JMB is 700,000 from inside the one, and leave the other 544,000 with Jowia and his people, how they will divide it at their business. That means the old man will be at 1.4 million. I'm giving you real stats. Be patient. Let me hold you in on something. I can see all the CDC people going. Is it a paper? You know they think like nobody business. Region 4 account for 6 counties. 6. S-R-X. 6. Here is where you have. When you talk about the southeast, and I tell you to shut up, it means that we know what we're talking. Grand Jida, Grand Crew, Maryland, River G, Riverses, and Sino. 6 counties. You put the 6 counties together, under 307,100 votes they got. In that 307,000, Grand Jida is already gone. It's behind JMB. Maryland County, James Barney. You saw John Baloo. All in that run behind JMB. Nobody leave Maryland again. So Maryland gone. River says gone. River G is gone. But say you say the southeast for Georgia, analysts like us will divide 307,000 votes. And to be nice to him, we're getting 200,000. We're getting 200,000. We got to the 100,000 at the election over. Yeah, it's one little game I want to show you. Region 4 got Grand Jida, Grand Crew, Maryland, River G, River Sano. You see how much? The total? 307,100 votes, right? I bring you here. That means I don't want to bring the intelligentsia. Y'all watch some kind of trick. Something I said to somebody today. Look at Nimba. Nimba Elun. So, if you go to this election and you give Jowia the whole southeast, something that is impossible. You say, Jowia, take the whole southeast. Take the 6 counties. You have the 6 counties total. All 6 counties, 307,100 votes. Then just go to Nimba alone, get Nimba to Nimba County alone can take the 6 counties, Eden, and get you change. Nimba County can take the 6 counties, eat all of them, and still get them 26 change. Do you see where we're coming from when we're making the analysis? This is going to be a first one-round victory. And that is why President Weah, in his wisdom, is now talking to some of his people that this does not look good for me. As far as I'm concerned, it's time to give it. So some of us will go to school for the team. We learn the team. When we're giving you analysis, then that's somebody, oh, Jobo, hey, Jobo. Above in the year we're talking. You saw what happened in Cape Mount, Bapolu, and Bomi. Make your own logical conclusion, but you must have the numbers. Now you go look at the number, 200,000 votes at stake. Knowing what you know now, you say, how much I can get Jowia in the one? Jowia not taking nothing. You will be lucky when you get 30,000. You pack that one side. You cut to region 2, you say Bon County. If Babu divide Kola there, and Jowia and JB, they tie 50-50, which is region 2. They divide at 234,000. Jowia cancel all. JB, send the divided Bon County 50-50, they cancel all. Then the other 2 counties in region 2 are Lofa and Nimba. So Joshua will be flogged there. You know that. And there are 718,000 votes. You take away Bon County, you'll be left with 500,000 votes. All of the 500,000, if you give JMB 400,000, so we have to, he finished. Based on that, we look at Region 1. The men are clear 3. You look at Region 2, the men are clear. So we come to Region 3, which is where the actual battle will be fought. I'm giving you analysis that you can pay for. Region 3 is Grand Basso, Magibi, and Montserrado, accounting for 1,244,000. That is the place. You cutting radio station up. You do all the one you call radio station. You are playing up. Nonsense. Basso and Magibi, and Montserrado. That's the place the battle is. Then people say, oh, we got a southeast. Your whole southeast. 6 counties are put it in southeast. Nima will eat in and still get it 26 human beings. Are you listening to wisdom? There's 6 counties. You put all 6 together. Nima alone eat in and get it changed. How can you be so dull to put your bet on the southeast? Then your own southeast. You say you were losing Maryland, Apware, it finished. You say you were losing River G, Apware, it finished. You say you were losing River Apware, it done. You say you're not sure of Grand G there. If you're not sure, go say that. These elections are over. Take it to the bank. You want to steal it at Ali Bongo? If you want to steal it at Ali Bongo, then you got to ask yourself. What are you at Ali Bongo, Gabon? That's why you do SLPP and ALP, APC. That's nonsense. In Israel, you only have Kamajo and government troop. You hear me well. Look at my ears. If you clean it. Israel, SLPP and APC. And they only want the fought that our Kamajo versus government troops. Come on, bro. You want to start nonsense? You will know what they call over defense force. You will hear about MPFL. Then you will hear about IMPFL. Then you will hear about LPC. Then you hear about LERD. Then you hear about Ulimbo J and Ulimbo K. Then you will ask yourself which one you have there. Better watch yourself. You better watch yourself. These elections are over. Most of my colleagues are calling me. Most of the people in government have given up. They call me. And they said, Fahngon, we blunder. And I normally say to them, yes, you did. You blundered. You actually blundered. You blunder with the way you structure the government. The people voted for change. You gave them the same or even worse. The government should have been a broad-based government, inclusive of everybody. You marginalized your own people, and you brought in my Ellen people. You blundered when you took away the 3-day free call. You blundered when you cut their salaries, only to, after crying on the same budget, then you increase the budget to 786 million, after saying 520 million was not enough. Yeah. Beggar was $13. You cut that money. Then you increase beggar to $22. Are you mad? You blunder. Harmonization. 3-day free call. Deaths, unexplained deaths. Qui tot mon frère son. Where you get all of it now? You care to about some. Where you get all of it now? You care Bateniswa, about Peter Gifty Lama, Matthew Innes. Where benefit you? Three messing balls. Which one benefit you? Pressure cooper, all these deaths. Why? 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 He say you want to win election? Why you win it in your dream? You tell funny people that eating bread on the sidewalk. They don't even go to school. You put them in the executive mansion and get them in position. Look at Fina Bono. Yelling and screaming at Executive Protective Service Director. When you own a chief of protocol, not of the Republic of Liberia, but for the Executive Mansion. The chief of protocol of the Republic of Liberia is Charlie Witherspoon. And in his absence, we can tell the American people they want to, because they probably need to know. We can tell them what's going on. What it is. You wait for me, huh? I won't tell the American people what other things are going on. Sorry. I won't tell the American people what other things are going on because they can rely on me too for some information. You're sorry or you're widow. I got to tell the American people this one. I'm looking for it to tell them. I got to tell the American people this other G's. They must hear it. Chief of Protocol, Executive Marshal. What is the other Chief of Protocol? Acting Chief of Protocol. Antoinette M. Wallow. She on all this. Antoinette M. Wallow. They got her there as Acting Chief of Protocol, RL. If she's acting, what's wrong with Jarvis Witherspoon? Don't worry, I'll wait. Okay. We'll soon be going through these lists, the different lists then. We'll go through it, we'll tell you how they put in. So again, I say, and I will say again, you get your own party. You sideline your people in your party. You bring Eugene L, Israel Akinsanya, Kanyo Bala. All of them lay in 2017, they were gone. So what's the issue now? They pull you. They say go run your own campaign. Also, there is a lady in Sano that gave me my man for Natikofa. I can't pronounce the word. S-H-R. They gave me him. My latest pool that came from there. I got a call for Natikofa. You know, in everything in the whole government, you just got certain people in the government you just like. You know. Yeah, for Natikofa, it's one of those people in the government, you know, when y'all get level here and y'all sit down together, then y'all, you know. For national security, I used to like Prince C. Johnson, Daniel Ziankan. Yeah, I'm one or two guys in there. But if you did let it play Nyankan. So then from the legislature, I used to like Ava Jones and for Natikofa. Of course, you get by him. I say, oh, he's a me play but with friends. So the judiciary, I never had no friend there. No, I have friend. I take it back. I'm sorry. Kennedy P. Barry was my man. Anybody get in trouble, they call me. I go assign. I make sure I report the person. My records are clear. The man who came in while more than 6 times was the assistant minister for technical services, David Kule. Nobody in the whole government troubles on more than David Kule, so don't forget that story. David Kule, and it was just for the image of the government. But David Kule cannot stay 5 days without getting in trouble. So, again. Last but not the least, I need to tell you people about something that's going on Our foreign ministry is done. Tomorrow I'll be bringing you information. Since June, the people took pay in all the foreign missions. They have not taken pay. Most of the Liberian diplomats, they put them out, they're living with friends. Even right in America here. Don't let nobody fool you. I'll give you the details tomorrow when I come on. And the consulate in New York, the permanent mission, all of those places are affected. The embassy in Washington, D.C., since June. Kimia has ruined the whole place. And I can tell you tomorrow I'll be giving you all the details, the absolute details. I'm sure many of you all remember Cecilia Miguel, who was at the permanent mission in New York. Liberia dumped the woman. As soon that Omen Jukuju recalled the woman and dumped her because he wanted to bring Joria girlfriend. Guess what happened? United States said, you're feeling with her? They say, yeah. She useless now. She no good. They say, yeah. America asked them again, this is your Maggie. You say she useless now, right? D. Maggie say, yeah. Joria girlfriend gotta go there. Joria girlfriend. That's how we're sending there. I will give you her name tomorrow. I'll give you her picture and everything. And tell her when she joined, she not even go to school for it. I will give you her tomorrow. Why American people say, they said, Cecilia Maggie, we're going to hire you to be USAID country representative to Albania. You know the country they call Albania? Albania? That you said new country director, my people. American program West now. This is that kind of woman. 30 years, diplomatic experience. Look at the useless Gissy American. Look at the kind of woman we call her to sit down. Now the same way they recall how you call her Geraldine Barnes Goloke. And today France mission also and they go bring one like this. The way they send it, people chung that one also said. How can you be a diplomat? You went to work with Tracy, you're a woman. With your Tracy, then the pastor showing. Then you acting like homie, you walking with your two legs open, like some kind of stingray coming. We can put all the video, the picture in. Nobody got time for your sexual life. You like it can be this or that. We don't criticize you for that. But when you are a diplomat, you got to behave like diplomat. You say you're sagging with your boxer showing and your trousers half down on your butt. You walking into our place. The way they turn out one as I said. And this woman going to Albania now. You say country director. Man, if you go there, you see anything about our country when you go to your meeting. Joria will not be our president in 2024. I guarantee you that. And hopefully when you go to your USAID meeting, you will talk for all. I mean, Cecilia Maggie, we're looking up to you. You will have to talk for us to USAID. But again, all of y'all are Kimia and giving all the position to. I know you will get paid. The last thing goes to my little brother. Before I leave you guys, I want to send a message to Abraham Godson William. You see, Abraham Godson William, Julius Jordan, Clarence Johnson, those are all my little brothers. The only one that have become so high-headed they feel that the one I used to like the best, Chala Griffey. Bang, 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 bang. I'm all of them, I don't know. But the man why my own spray go take. And are the one that basing me off the most. But all of them are my people. They are my family. They are my little brothers. But Abraham Godson William, calling the last time I didn't be him, he has to be careful. Joria Polen can use you, but when it's time for you to get the help you need from them, they will dump you and you will feel so bad. So you gotta know where the wind going and play your game. Yeah, see, over 150 fan getting where you bury, you say they going win. Know your voting population before you see escort crowd and be celebrating. That small cousin finna cause them in Cape Man. You go afina she cause them in Cape Man. And in Bapulu, you go ask them. And if you not tell that truth, then you come back to me and say, if you not say that truth, she caused them. Then you ask me, why if you not cause them? I will explain to you. Everywhere President Weah goes, the pictures are there. They carry escort crowd. It doesn't work. It will not work. C'est fini. It's done. Next time the next president, even at JMB, can say, don't forget, Papa, don't play with that brain pool money and don't play with that rest. You will say, my son, I've been around a long time, I'm producing rest. And I think that was just Weah's mistake. And I don't think he can ever recover from it. And given what we know so far, I show you the data right here. There's no way you can come and argue. Just go yourself, look for your data, and put it in. Somebody say, I must play a song. And the reason why they wanted a song, I know. That song is by Sonny Okosun. So we will play Sonny Okosun song. Again, I want some of you to know that when I say to you these elections are over, I know what I'm saying. Please listen to me. So if you live in Minnesota, in Fargo, North Dakota, Wisconsin, Chicago, all those places, you don't need to look for a place to hang out. Just go to Minnesota. Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center. They will be raising money for JMB this September 4th weekend. So JMB people from all around will be pouring into Minnesota. And Minnesota people will be hosting the September 4th weekend. I'm making the announcement to you. They are hosting September 4th weekend. It is the weekend Liberians will be off. They are raising money to protect the votes. Also, if you are here on this particular page, my cash app is imagine, I thought for almost 2 hours, nobody drops some kind of $20 to say, let's help to buy the data for the internet for tomorrow. But they want reliable info 360 to come on. How is it going to come on? Y'all know what the people doing to our station already. They block all the internet companies from doing any deal. So we have to pay. You depending on me alone to pay? My cash app is there. I will try, but you too try. It's $, capital E, capital L, capital F, and then the small letters. AHNGON in small letters. And I put it right there. So you guys need to contribute. Don't be afraid to say about cash app if I put 20 where it will do. It helps. It helps. The guys in Monrovia need gas to go to work. But let's look at the internet first. We cannot talk to our people. That's why the station is open. But you never saw me on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then this gone Monday, I wasn't there. Tuesday, I wasn't there. Wednesday, I'm not there. So we all got to do it together, man. I can't do it alone. I can't. We're not the ones that stole the 11 million for the rice. We're not the one that stole the $30 million for the stimulus package. We are not the one that sold 10% of our carbon land for carbon. We are certainly not the people that is taking 30 million from Bear Mountain, Asilamita, and what have you. Somebody say, what's your Zelle info? My Zelle info is the phone number we use. 423-534-4389. Once again, 423-534-4389. Tonight, we'll be stomping the campaign trail. And we'll find ourselves in Grand G there. Once again, the number is 423-534-4389. That's Zelle. For Cash App, you know, $, capital E, capital L, capital F, A, the small letters ELFahngon, you'll see me there. I saw somebody just send some money. I will look it up. But thank you. Whatever it is, even $10, $5, it helps. The government decided that they will punish us. And they decided that we'll not run this campaign. And I'm challenging them. I said the Liberian people will run this campaign. Watch. These elections are over and we're not rushing.
We want to know. Who owns Papa's land? We want to know who owns the land. Who owns Papa's land? We want to know. Papa's land, Papa's land. We want to know who owns the land. Who owns Papa's land? We want to know. Papa's land, Papa's land. We want to know who owns the land. Who owns Papa's land? We want to know. Papa's land.
And you can also inbox me on my messenger and ask me for either the Cash App number or the Zelle number if you inbox me, and I will send it to you. Okay? Liberia country devil is a NJMB led the cartel ticket in 2017 according to you. What caused you to join the cartel in 2023? Devil, what caused you to come out of the bush in 2023? The same thing that brought you out of the bush to come in time and be writing on Facebook. That what brought me also. So, I'm looking for your answer here. You country devil, you will answer here today. The same reason that will bring devil from in the bush to come tap on the Facebook. That's the reason that brought me here. So put a reason also and let us see it. Oh, the devil said, look at it. You think you smile? Foolishness. Devil, let me see a smile. He said, what bring you? He said, what did bring you also? So, yeah. I see it, Luis. I see it, Luis. If that's a test, Luis, then it's good. If that's a test, Luis, it's good. Okay, so devil asked me, answer devil. Devil said, look at it, you think you smart? Devil, the thing that brought you also, that the one that brought me also. Okay, devil? I appreciate it. Hey, yeah. I don't know whether she want me to call her name. Patience, I will just call your first name because I will return to you. Patience, I will definitely give you a call. Roland, the reason why I'm not calling people last name, in fact, I will do the list this evening. And then every day, if the person agrees for me to call their last name, I will call their last name for their contribution. Because sometimes people like to give, they don't like to be called. Pearl, thank you, Pearl. I'm not going to call their last name, but I will do a list of the contribution. I will announce the contribution, but I will seek the person permission. I definitely will go look for the person, seek their permission. If they say so, then I will do that. Because, again, my Zelle is 423-534-4389. That's the Zelle. 423-534-4389. Okay? And then my Cash App is the $, capital letter E for Eugene, capital letter L for Lamy, capital letter F for Fahngon, and then the small letters will be ELFahngon. So it's already on there. I put it on here. But again, I think I need to inform you all that we must. Thank you, Luis. Again, I will not mention Louis' last name until I get permission from her. She just sent something to the Cash App. Again, I must say we will protect our votes. But like I said to somebody today, that is why I'm paying my way to go to Minnesota this weekend. Coming to court. Liberty Party people, ANC people, Lanu people, everybody trooping. We took the Labor Day weekend. All political individuals, we go into Minnesota, we're going to raise funds to protect our votes. Well, how are we going to do it? Let me put you in on it. And if you want to be a queen to represent one of the counties, you can get in touch with me. We also have some beautiful queens. When I'm campaigning tonight, I will show you some of the queens' picture. It's a queen contest between the 15 counties. I'm laughing because some people think some counties are small, but some counties get people with mind. If you are above the age of 18 and you want to represent a county, it's not a queen contest where we went judge your beauty. No. Only your picture will be there. The longest queen contest ever is this queen contest to protect the vote. It's the 15 counties. It's going to be from September 3rd to October 3rd. October 4th, we get a result. Imagine your picture will be up. It's done virtually. So every day, somebody from Bomi say, let me go get my queen $20 today. You put $20 in your queen pocket. That 1 month queen contest. So we want to see which county will carry the queen contest. And that money will go towards protecting our votes. That is why I took off my shirt when I heard the news. Then I put it back on because I realized I was a big man. I put my shirt back on. I said, this is it. We got it. So we're headed to Minnesota this weekend. It's Labor Day weekend. So Elijah, I don't know whether you want me to call your last name. Again, I will contact you, Elijah. And if so, we'll be reading the names of people making contribution here. For me, the program is Reliable 360. If the information I gave you here today is valid, if you check it, it's authentic, if you think it contributes towards the campaign, and for which it should be on radio, because the only people hearing it now are you. I'm not on radio. And we have to pay. We have to get our modem first, and then we put data only every day. And then we'll be on Super FM, Fabric FM, Spoon FM. They're going to add D15 to me. They're going to add the other radio station in Lofa. They're going to add the other one in Grand Bassa. PYJ and Jeremiah Kun already told me I can use the radio station in Nimba. And I can, Prince Moi is arranging for the radio station in Bonn. So you see, but for now, sorry, only here. I don't have the money, but there are people who's contributing, and we will use the money for the purpose intended. You can put your bet on it. We are not sleeping on ourselves. These elections are over. I just wish the people in the county could hear me today, giving these analysis. We're not the one that stole the 11 million to subsidize rice. We did not steal. Yeah, so again, if you send me a message in Messenger and say, please send me your Zelle or send me your Cash App the right way, I will check my message and I will do that. But folks, these elections are anything but over. Bombing Ketman Bapolu, 200,000 votes. How much will you give Joshua? It's what you should ask yourself. Don't ask me, just ask yourself, how much should I give President Weah among the votes? And if you decide, then that's fine. Okay? Again, like I said, when you go to Region 2, then you say, but the way the thing looking, how much should I give my man? Then you will get the numbers. My job is to guide you. Okay? That's my job. Thank you, May. Thank you, May. But again, like I said, I'm not calling anybody last name until I get the permission to do so. I know what I'm saying because some people don't like to be out there. So region 3 is Grand Bassa, Magidi, and Monserrato. Do you see why I am raising funds to be able to get my stuff on the radio? Because we have 1,244,000. And my target is to take 900,000 votes from Bassa, Magidi, and Monserrato. And yes, I can do it. When I say I, it means that I'll be on the radio, you'll be contributing, you'll be calling your family, I will be telling you what's happening, you will be part of the debate. We are not sleeping. But I want every individual to take ownership of this campaign. Say to yourself, I will get 3 or 4 people. I speak with authority. Don't be afraid. Nothing will happen. These elections are over. We're not going to waste our time again. So I'll take a break. And like I said before, oh, somebody said they're waiting for me in Minnesota. Oh, that's so sweet. I am coming to Minnesota. And somebody else said, you see me dancing before? I will dance. And they will play my music. I dance. Any money they put on me, it goes to the campaign. But I will dance. I will perform. Even my ankle break, I will use stick to dance. These elections are over. Okay? And like I said before, 200,000 votes from Bomi, Cape Mark Bapolu. Take the 200. Take the 200 and say, how many votes can I give George Weah that I think George Weah can win in Bomi, Bapolu, and Cape Mark? Take it all of that 200,000. Then come to Bong, Lofa, and Nimba. That's 718,000 votes. You know what I want you to do? Okay, Daddy. Daddy, I will not call your last name. I will just reach out to you. Thank you so much for your contribution. Again, I will call people in the names and say what they gave, but I don't want to call the last name. Some people like to give. They don't want people to know that thing. So again, you got you got Bong, Lofa, and Nimba. Bong, Lofa, and Nimba. 718,000 votes. Note, Bong County is NPP territory. NPP withdrew from the coalition. Lofa is where JMB is from. Nimba is where Jeremiah Kun is from. They account for 718,000. Please take out George Weah on a vote from those 3 counties and give it to him. Any way you want to take it and give it to him. My job is to teach you the numbers as I see it. Now, why will I take Bong? Well, it's NPP area, and NPP did not get anything from George Weah. They withdrew. Lofa is from where JMB is from. He won that 98% the last time. They one will be West. Nimba. Yeah, see it. They want it. They are looking different to talk it because now they want for you to talk it. They wanted to get me one Nimba man to pass somewhere. I care whether they nobody. Here the whole group going. Once that Nimba, how they going. So again, out of the 718, please take us on and get a George Weah. Anything you want to take out, even you want beat George Weah, just take us on and get a George Weah. There are 2 groups right there. JMB has won massively. The third group is where the 1,244,000, and that is Grand Bassa, Margibi, and Monserrato. Grand Bassa, Margibi, and Monserrato, divided with JMB and George Weah. Can George Weah beat JMB in Monserrato? Yeah, I know. No. Can he beat JMB in Margibi or Grand Bassa? You do the numbers. Here is where it gets tricky. And when I take the numbers, I say, Ego. I want to ask you members of the Intelligentsia as you're going home or you leave this thing. I want you to ask yourself. Oh, Choco P said my secret admirer, Eugene. Hello. Choco P, you're not my secret admirer again. I am a secret admirer too. In fact, sir, we love him. Thank you. So, I said that for a long time. Whole 6 counties. 6. Your friend at 3, they get 200,000. Your friend at 3, they get 700,000. Your friend at 3, they get 1,200,000 for the 4. You pay you 6. 307,000. Ever? That means Nimba say can chop you and still get your 26 vote. Nimba County alone beat the whole Southeast. Nimba County alone. So if you get sense, you will start thinking, say, ah. But within the Southeast, that is Grand Gila, Grand Crew, Maryland, River G, River Cess, and Sino, accounting for 307,000 votes. Let's divide it now with the 6 county. You take a job we are on. Even if you take a 200,000 and give it a job we are in the Southeast, which is not possible, but I get you 200,000. We think we eat all 100,000. When your friend be you, he be you 500,000, 400,000. When he be your friend, then he be your friend 100,000 in 6 counties. When your friend beating you in 3 counties with, amen. But let's look at the 6 counties. Grand Gila. Right now for me, Grand Gila is a toss-up county. Anybody can win it. Grand Crew, if for Jowiya. But what will happen there? Bamu will divide Kola. Maryland, Jowiya not get nothing in Maryland. Everybody that opposition in Maryland. River G, Jowiya can win it. Come on, Wizard and Bodja. Can win it. River says, Wellington G. Von Smith, amen. Can win it. Sign up, Milton Tellier in there, all the people in there, we'll see. So, 6 counties. Jowiya get 3, you get 3. We are divided for how much? These elections are over. Let's pray for a peaceful election. And we look forward to the best.
We want to know all the land. Who owns Papa's land? We want to know Papa's land. Papa's land.
Thank you.
We want to know all the land.
We want to know, we want to know. Yes, we want to know who owns the land.
We're going to Minnesota
I said
next
we
weekend.
want to know, we want to know. Africa wants to know who owns the land. Africa is my father's land. Yes, Africa is my own papa's land. Will you let my people go?
Somebody say, how come we're not calling the other candidates' name? Then my new girlfriend, Choco P, say, which one of the candidates you talking about? That's the fun of these elections. It's crazy, I'm telling you, man. This is funny. It's really, really funny.
We want to rule from Cape to Cairo. Will you let my people go? We want to rule from Cape to Cairo. Will you free my people's land? We want to rule like Papa's land.
So join me. Let's go to Minneapolis, Minnesota, Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center, what is that? Aberville, or whatever they call them, all those places. We just go in the whole Minnesota. Liberians are just pouring in. They're going to raise money to protect their votes. I'm going to be there, and if possible, I'm telling you now, I may take the microphone to trump up the crowd. Doesn't matter whether you're ANC or Lino, or maybe you're LPP of Tiawan Gonglo, but I know one thing: you don't have to be Liberty Party NPP, or you don't have to be the LPDP or the UP. You don't have to be any P to be able to P. and that is you don't have to be any party, political party, to be able to pee, and that is to be able to party. So we're going there for Labor Weekend. The girls will be going, you know, it's Saturday, and then you have Sunday. And the thing about it, they're having one on Saturday, then they're having one on Sunday. Oh my God, we will be there. And again, if you want reliable info 360 to come online, we are pressed, and that's why I'm raising funds. You know me, I've been doing this thing since 2017. I don't raise funds. But the government threatened some of the companies, and now they say you got to pay. If you don't pay, we can't do it. Okay, we will pay. So again, my Cash App is right under here, as well as my Zelle is 423-534-4389. Again, let us all come together and make our contribution. I myself that year will make a contribution so that we all can get our program back on the air and back into the counties, back with our people. If you're just joining me, I give out several information today. All right. Oh yeah, somebody said, I trust my Minnesota family. Oh no, they go hard. They go hard. So again, somebody said, Tiawon Gonglo will take votes from, as long as the votes is not for President I will always tell you that's how my calculation go. If it's for Gonglo or the other person it's not for Jawia. It's for opposition. Opposition will still eat that vote. So chill. When we tell you these elections are over, these elections are over.
Yes, sir, will you free my brother's sons? We want to rule our Papa's land. Who owns Papa's land? Papa's land, 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 Papa's land. Now listen carefully. All right, sisters, as you listen. Chinese are ruling in China land. Yes, Chinese are ruling in China land. Japanese are ruling in their Japan. Liberians, we were shown again. All Liberians, let's come together. Joseph Dimon Bwaka says, sing Liberia, love Liberia, love Liberia. Ewele Kante, rescue Liberia. Reverty Kante, rescue Liberia. Andrew Kante, rescue Liberia. Sino Kante. Rescue Liberia. Embassa Kante. Rescue Liberia. Linda Kante. Rescue Liberia. Joseph Dimon Bwaka says we should forget our differences and come together and rescue Liberia. Come, 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 come. It's time to rescue Liberia.
Thank you for joining me. Let me say this to all of you that have joined me. We'll do this every day from at least 11 a.m. or 12 a.m. in the morning. We're trying to get feedback from our people out there. And as soon as we do, you can rest assured that we will let you know. Again, we'll let you know. Again, we want to really come up on the air and do what we have to do for our people. I want you all to know that if we will have to win, we'll have to make sacrifices. And that's why some of us have put down everything we're doing to fight. Can you imagine if Gifty Lama was your sister? I want you to think about if you had Precious Cooper as your sister. What would you have done if you were one of the sons of President Talbot and you saw the way they cut your brother's head from the back here? What would you have done? The way and manner, the gruesome way they killed President Tubman's son. That's 2 former president's sons. How would you feel looking at one of your little brothers because you're in America, China, or Japan? They're butting an iron pole from the kush. Well, I want to say thank you to Agnes. I want to say thank you to Louise. I want to say thank you to Roland. I want to say thank you to Pearl. I want to say thank you to Louise. I want to say thank you to Chris. And I want to say thank you to Didi. I almost called her last name just now. Whoa. But again, I may not call your last name until I make contact with you. And then I will call your last name, please. Because I've been there before. Someone say, my man, I sent something, but I want for you to call my name. I want people to know, yeah, my job and this. So I take my time. I've been in this business, and I know fully well that, again, it's something that I'll continue to do. So thank you so much for all you guys that do this all the time. Appreciate you. And that God will continue to bless you as we rescue our country. Our country may not be like Cameroon. Our country may not be like Gabon. But our country is not as developed as those countries. And our people are dying and our people are suffering. And we have to do something. The best we can do is to change this government. Thank you. God bless you all.